All of you, welcome back to yet another project video. In this project, you're going to develop your own NeuraLink AI plus AI SaaS agent plus AI agent. Tons of feature we have included in this particular project, which will teach you how you can design your entire context management for having chat communication, image generation, and video context. So tons of feature we have included. Now let me give you a complete walkthrough about the entire application, that how it will work. So when the user will come back to the application for the very first time, this is what exactly they will see. So this is our beautiful landing page where we are providing all the details about our application. So the very first section we have is our header section. We have our logo, we have our tagline for our application, we have different section. So you can go back to the feature, content pricing, we have the info. User can simply click and they can connect their wallet. Here we have the hero section where we are providing all the details about our project, Next-Gen Neuro AI powered by Quantum Web3. We have all of this. You can simply click and you can connect your wallet. Here we have the other feature which we are highlighting. You can see we have a nice and beautiful interface with this effect and animation. You can see how the communication will happen between the AI and the users. And here you will find that what are the features we are providing. So we have the users, we have the AI communication, images, video, and neural uptime. Here we have the features which we are highlighting. So all the features which you can see. So we have an AI chat model, AI image, AI video. We have the blockchain communication with the smart contract. We have the access of the assets, and we have the analytical section where we can able to see all the use case of our application. And here we have the pricing section. So we have a different pricing strategy. One based on the monthly, and the other one we have is the yearly pricing, which is absolutely dynamic and is getting controlled by the smart contract. We have the footer banner. User can click and they can connect the wallet, and we have the footer section where you can simply attach different links. So user can click and they can go back to the different section. So this is how exactly our landing page would look like. Now let me show you how you can connect your wallet. So I'll simply click here and it's going to give me this pop-up model. I'll select MetaMask, and here I connected my wallet successfully. So once you will connect your wallet successfully, you will have your interface, and then you can able to see all the chat communication, all the application. So this is how it will look. So currently I'm on the chat section. So it is divided in three sections. We have the first section is a sidebar where you will have different menu. So all the models, all the chat communication which you will create, that's what you're going to have here. You can able to see that what plan you have taken. So we are selling a subscription model, and you will find that when this particular plan is going to be over. We have our branding, we have the new chat session. So you can click here and we'll create a new chat session. You can click on, you can have the existing one. You can go back to the image generation, video generation, subscription model, analytical section, settings, and here we have the communication. So this is our sidebar. On the top we have the header bar. You can see the AI is activated. Once you will take the subscription, you can see where we have deployed the contract. So you can click here and you have that one. If you want to simply copy the address or disconnect, you can do that. And here we have the chat communication we have done at the moment. So I have asked the AI to generate me a report of the smart contract, and this is what the report structure I have got. I can ask more question. You will find that we are successfully activated our AI model, the elite model we have, and you will find that it's every single thing is connected. So I can simply type my thought and I can able to communicate with the AI model. So this is the one, the chat model we have. Now I can come back to the new session. So I'll simply click on the new session, and you will find that it's going to create a new interface for me for the new chat model, and I can start communicating. So you will find that here I have all of this AI chat model, and this is the new one which I have created. So I haven't asked any question, that's why it's called new chat, but the moment I will type the question, this will be updated automatically. So this is the AI which is successfully connected. Here you will find the description about our AI model. You will find that what are the things we can ask. So we can simply ask our question and it's going to give the response. So this is the new section. You have already seen the AI chat section. So I have already created a new session, and that's what is going to be selected. So if I select this one, it will be selected on this, and I can click here and I will have the AI model, the chat section, which is open. If I come back to the AI image, we are on the AI image generation. So I can give my prompt, I can select the model, I can select the ratio, and I can provide all of this detail, and I can generate. So once it will generate, I will have the preview, I will have all the details about the image, which we're going to test together. Just wait. Come back to the AI video. So for generating AI videos, we are using Google Gemini. So that's all the interface we have, but you can communicate with any other AI model and you can integrate. The main thing is that you have this interface. All you have to do is to integrate the AI model and you will have it. So currently we are using the free version, which has a limited number of requests which you can make. So you can see we have the connection of both OpenAI and we have the Gemini. That's all we are using. So this is the video generation. The next one we have is the subscription, and there you will find all the details about your subscription which you have taken. So this is the subscription section, and currently I have already taken the subscription for 1 year. You can see how long my subscription will last. So it's going to last for 1 year and it's going to be expire on 2026. If I go with the yearly plan, I can select and it will find that I will get some discount. I can toggle between that, and this price will also get updated. So this is the monthly plan, but the moment I'll simply come back here and I will select the yearly plan, you will find that every single thing would be updated. Now I have to take 1 ETH for yearly plan. This looks fine. I can simply select the plan which I want to take it, and I can simply confirm the transaction from. I can simply click here and confirm the transaction, and here you will find the Q&A, the details which we are providing. So this is the subscription section we have. Now come back to our analytical section, and then you will find all the details about the use case and the chat model you have done with the AI model. So this is the dashboard there. I can able to find all the details. So altogether I have 5 different conversation, different chat model. That's what is there. Then we have the total number of response we have communicated with the AI is 16. You can see the average, and here we have this much request is left because we are displaying the request that how many user requests can make. So I have enough requests because I have taken the yearly plan, and you will find some other information about the conversation which you have and about the plan when you have activated and when it's going to be end. That's all is there. You can see the 2 conversation model, and here you will find the conversation you had with the AI. So it is a dynamic one. So if you create a new conversation, it's going to update and it will tell you that how many messages you have exchanged with the AI model and what are the things you have generated. So that looks fine. If you come back to the setting, there you will find that we have this preferenceable settings where you can able to find out details about your account, activations, and all the other details about the subscription. So if you really want to export the data, you can do that. If you really want to delete all the data, because what we are doing, we are storing all this information, all this AI chat communication in your local storage. We are not integrating any backend because that's going to create extra load on the application. So what we are doing, we are just making it public, and every single thing is going to be private and is going to be stored in your local host. So you can easily to remove it, and here we have all of these details. Got it? So this is all the details about our application. You will find the use case of the local storage, that how many storage of data we have stored. If you want to explore all of this, that's all you can see. Perfect. Hope you guys have understood the settings section, and here we have the different chat models. So if I go with the write a letter, and here you will find that here I have asked the AI to write a letter for me for job. If I come back to the here, it will tell me that I asked the AI to write a Solidity smart contract including the Rust smart contract. So all the conversation which I had, which you can able to see. So this is the smart contract generated in Rust programming language with our AI model for the NFT marketplace, which we can utilize it. So if I come back to the next one, create a backend server, and then you will find that I told the AI to create a backend server using Nextjs, MongoDB Express, and all of that. And this is the boilerplate. I can simply click and I can copy and I can utilize it in my project. And here you will come back and you will find that here I told the AI to generate an audit report, and here we have a new conversation. So if I want to delete, I can simply delete that one and click on delete, and it will be deleted. If I want to generate a new conversation model, I can simply come back here, I can click here, and it will generate me a new conversation, and I can ask the question to my AI model. So I hope you have understood what are the section we have in our application and how every single thing would be working. Now let me show you every single thing in action. So first I'm going to create a new session. So I'll simply click here, and it's going to create me a new session, new chat model, and now I can able to ask the question to my AI model. So I'll say chain for ERC20. You can type anything and hit enter, and it's going to process and it's going to generate the code for you, which you can use it in your project. So you can see our application got started. It's writing the JavaScript code. It's using Web3 model. And here we have the entire structure. So just wait, once we'll get the complete response, and you will find that it's also going to update the state in our file structure name. So here we are getting all of these details, and finally we got the code. Now if I want to use this code, I can see I can have an over effect, and you can see it looks absolutely perfect. I can simply click on copy and I can use it in my project. One more time I can ask the question. I'll say again contract fully custom and hit enter. Now this particular prompt will generate the entire smart contract in a custom model. So here you can see we have used the OpenZeppelin, and you will find that this tag systems are looking absolutely fine. How beautifully this tagging model is working. and I can say don't use open Zeppelin. You can give your command and the AI will start understand and is going to write the custom contract for you. So you can see we are getting the response and it's writing the custom contract with all the variables which need to be there in the ERC20 interface, so we can be able to communicate with the token on the blockchain. So just wait, soon this entire response will complete and we'll have our entire smart contract. So here we got it. You can see beautiful highlighting system we have. This is very important because when you are getting the response, how beautifully you design, how you can manage the entire response, that one is very powerful. You can see we got the tag. I can simply click here, copy, and I can utilize in my project. So this one is really powerful. So this is how you can ask the question. If you want to create a new chat session, you can click on this new chat session and you will have it, and you can simply ask. So I'll say write a letter for job, and it's going to write it. So you have to give your thoughts and it's going to do all the writing for you, and you will have the entire response which you can simply copy paste, put your details, and you can start adding in your actual project. So this looks absolutely perfect. So I hope you have got it. So if you come and you can go back to any section, any chat model which you have talked about, you can see all the chat details. You can simply copy it and that's all looks perfect. Now if you want to delete any one of the chat model, you can simply click here, and here you can simply cancel, or you can simply confirm the delete, and it's going to delete that chat model for you. So this is how the chat communication will work. Now let's come back to the image generation. So I'll simply click here and you will come back to the image generation, and we are using OpenAI for generating our image. So I'll say create a image of flying cat over the mountain. You can give your prompt as brief as you want, and you can say go with the default, or you can go with this one, but I will pick this one, and I want to have in the square ratio, which is perfect, and all the default settings looks good. So I can simply click here, and here it's processing. So this will generate the image for us, and just a moment, it's taking a little bit time. So finally we got the response from our AI model, and you will find that our cat is live here. You can come back here, you can see what prompt we have given, what exactly enhancement the AI done in our prompts. We are using an agent which is going to take the prompt and then it's going to pass down into our AI model in a well formatted. So you can see all of the details, and which is very powerful. So we got the image. Now you can come back here, you can simply copy the prompt, and you can simply click here and click here, and you can simply click and you can simply save that image. Save that image, and the image would be saved in your local device. Looks perfect. So that's how you can able to generate the image. If you want to create one more image, I can say dog. Now I can come back here, I can give my request to my AI, and this particular prompt will taken by the AI agent and then going to be passed down to our AI model in a proper format, so it can generate a proper image for us. So just wait. Here the transaction is happening, and finally we got our image. You can see the histories are also looking good. I can come back here, and here we have the dog. I can do one more time. I can simply come here, I can say fish, and it's going to generate me a fish, dog fish, and I can simply come back here and let's give the request, and you will find that here you will have all the things which you have asked. You can simply toggle and you can have a look, and all the details will look absolutely fine. So just a moment. So we have made the request to our AI model, and it's generating the images, and our AI agent is going to format the prompt properly and pass down to the AI model. So finally we got our image. Come here and you will see this is our dog image, but looks good, okay. I can able to see all the images getting generated by the AI. Perfect. So I hope you have understood that how it will work. Now I can simply copy the same prompt. I can come back to my video generation, and right now you will notice that I'm using two different models, OpenAI and Gemini. Right now you will find that I am using the free version, and you can able to see all the prompt which you can able to provide. So this is all the prompt we have here. So what I will do, let me quickly select the model. So I'll go with the free one, and you can go with the coming soon the paid one, which is not going to work. So I'll select this one, and here you will have the details. So what do you want to generate? So you can go with the text, or you can go with the image. So you can simply toggle, and you can go with both the one. So I'll simply select here. Let's come back to first with the text, and I'm going to give my prompt, and here you will have the details. So how long the video you want to generate. So I'll go with this max 30 seconds, and you can select the duration, and you can see other details. So I'll simply click on this generate Gemini Pro. I'll go with the default one, and here it's got started. And you will find that the AI response which I will get is going to be a default video, because currently Gemini Pro has the feature to generate the video and give you the details. So currently this is the default. So I'm getting this default video because currently the Gemini Pro has this particular feature. The main thing is that we have all this structure. All you have to do is to integrate the proper Pro model and you will have the feature. You can see how we are tracked down and passed down the entire structure. So our AI agent have simply taken the prompt and provided in particular format which we can pass down to our Pro Gemini, and we can simply copy and we can use it straight away directly. So this one is also looking fine. Right now it's not generating the images because we are using the free version and free version is not available. But the main thing is that we have all the feature. All you have to do is to simply add the details about the Pro version. Our AI agent is working also fine for generating the proper prompt. Now we can come back to the subscription, and there you will find that we have the subscription page which you have already seen, and I have already taken the subscription. So like there is no point of taking one more subscription. I can simply come back to the analytical page and there I can able to find all the details. So you don't need to do much here. If I come back to the settings, here I have that one. I can go back to all the previous conversation which I had, and I can simply come here and I can able to have the details. Looks absolutely fine. So I hope you have understood. Now what I will do, I'll simply come back here in my MetaMask and I'm going to change my account. I'll try to buy the subscription. So I'll simply come here. I'll go back to my MetaMask. Just wait, it's taking a little bit time for opening, and finally I got it. And I'll take the subscription. So I will go to account number 1. This one I haven't used for taking the subscription, and I'm connected successfully. You can see every state got changed, and right now you can see I need a subscription to access and ask the question to my AI model. Right now I haven't taken the subscription, that's why this is not visible. I can go to all the platform and you will find that it will be not visible for generating and asking the question. So I have to first take the subscription. So I can come back to my subscription plan, and from here I can able to take the subscription. So for example, right now this is for the monthly. I can take the monthly or I can take the yearly one. So if I pick the yearly one, I can toggle this one and I can pick any one of the plan. I can go with this quantum year, or I can go with this one as well for 1 ETH, and in which I will have all of this feature. So I'll simply select this one. Make sure to double click on this. Now I can come back here and I can select this one. So first click on this and it's going to initialize. So I have to start. So we have set the entire model and done the calculation. Now click one more time and it's going to make a call to our MetaMask, and we have to transfer the fund. So here we got it, and this particular fund will go straight away to the admin account. So here we are transferring 1 ETH, as it's a dynamic fees based on the subscription model. I'll click on this confirm and just wait. The transaction in the process. Once the transaction will complete, we'll have the access of our AI model. You can see this will be active. Right now the transaction is pending, and finally the transaction is got completed. Now you have to give a quick reload to reset all the data we have in the contract. So here you can see we got our active state. If you come back to the subscription model, like the analytical section, there you will find all the details about the subscription which you have taken and when it's going to be end. So 26, it's going to be end. Now I'm ready to ask the question. I can come back here. I can open a current chat model. I can create a new session and I can ask the question. So I'll say game and hit enter, and it's going to create and write the entire code for the snake game. So you can see it's giving me all the different command which I have to execute to create the directory. Then it's giving me the component code which I can simply plug and utilize it in my model. So let me make on the big, and here you can see we are getting the response from the AI, and finally I got the response. Every single thing is working fine. Just a moment. How powerfully it's structuring that which command I have to execute perfectly. So the lazy loading system we have added is looking absolutely fine. You can see you can run this particular command to create the directory. You can click here and you will have it. Then you can go back to the next one. Then you can create a component by this, and you can simply put this entire code, and here we have the another code for the pages, and here we have to run this def command, and it's going to have the entire feature. So I hope you have understood that how every single thing is coming together. You will find that we have tons of slides here because all of this is coming from the local storage. I can simply delete any one of this if I want. So I'll simply click here, click on this delete, and it will be deleted. If I want to delete, let's say this backend server, I can click here and it will be deleted. Let's quickly delete all of that, and I can delete that one. New chat, I can delete this JavaScript function, I can create the job, just delete this as well, and this is the only thing is left at the moment. If I want to delete this as well, I can simply click here, and here I have deleted, and it will automatically generate me a new chat model which I can simply use to ask the question. So every single thing is looking fine. I hope you have understood that how powerful it is. You can simply launch it straight away. So how we are following the structure, we are first taking the prompt from the user, then we are passing to our AI agent, which is going to format the entire structure of the prompt in a proper format, then it's going to pass down to our AI model. So pass down to our AI model, and it's going to generate the response for our query. So this one is a really powerful application. You can straight away launch it, and you can start running the subscription AI agent model on the blockchain, and you're going to simply sell your commission. So I hope you have understood every single thing. It's 100% responsive for all the screen sizes. So if I show you how it's going to look on a mobile device, this looks absolutely incredible. You can click here, and you will have this particular model. The chat section, you can go back to the different pages. You can simply open, or you can simply close it. You can come back here, AI is processing, you can click here, it will open. You can go back to the images, and here we have the image section where you can provide all of these details, and that's all you can see. If you come back here, if you go back to the video section, there we have the video and all the details which you can pass down, and the system looks absolutely great. If you come back here, if you go back to the subscription model, there you will have the subscription model and all the details about the subscription which you have taken. So every single thing is looking good. I hope you have understood that what exactly you going to have in this particular project and how this entire project would work. So this one is a really powerful project which allow you to launch your own AI agent, which you can communicate with the agent and the AI model for performing better response for the user. If you want to export or delete all the communication, you can simply do that. So you can come back to the settings section, and there you will have all of this. You can come back here. If you want to delete neutral data, you can simply click here, and you can click on this confirm and click on this confirm, and it's going to simply delete all the data we have stored in our local storage. And finally the data is deleted, and you can see this is absolutely empty. This is absolutely empty. We have deleted all of this. So this model, this beautiful position is looking absolutely great. So this is what you exactly going to develop in this project. Now let me provide you all the resources which you need to develop this particular project, including the standard file, all the assets, and the final source code, so you can faster your development. So to get that, you can come back to the blockchain coder, open a new tab, type of blockchain coder, or you can simply find a link in the description, click there, and you will come back here. So on the blockchain coder, you will find more than 95 plus projects. So build at least 5 of them if you really want to master blockchain development. So you can come back here, click on the source code section, and there you will find all the project we have developed on our channel. So build at least 5 projects if you really want to master to build an application like this. So to get the assets, you can come back here, make sure to log in, click on the recents, and you will find this one. So click here. You will come back here, click on the starter file, and you will come back to the GitHub. There you will find the entire folder and file structure and all the details about the technology which we are utilizing in our project. So all the details which you will find, that what folder version we are using, what structure we are following, every single thing is there. So make sure to clone the repository, save it in your desktop. So when we start working on the project, you can simply follow it straight away. Now let me provide you the final source code. So if you take the final source code, you will give you a valuable contribution to my team to bring more tutorial like this. So now let me show you how you can do the entire setup of the code in your system and execute and test every single thing. Once you will download the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to extract this zip file, and you will get this particular folder in which you will have the complete source code of the project which you have seen in the demo. So make sure to install a zip extractor in your system, then you can able to extract this particular folder, and this is the folder you have to open in your VS Code. So let's click on this VS Code, and right now I have nothing here, so I'll click on this open. I'll go back to my desktop, and here I have this particular folder. I'll simply select and click on open. Now let me give you a complete walkthrough of the folder and file structure. So the very first folder we have in our application is the component, in which you will find the complete component code. So we have the chat folder in which you will have the entire message format. So when we are getting the message from the AI model, we are formatting in a proper way so it can find out that whether it's a code or normal text, and it can handle all of the stylings which we are applying dynamically. So just keep it as it is, don't need to make any changes here. Close this one, come back to the connect wallet. So we have built our custom function which allow us to have the connect wallet, and that's what you will find right up here. We have this particular landing page there if you want to simply add more details, change some of the data about the project, which you can simply do that. So when the user is not connected, this is the landing page which we are rendering. So close this one, close this one, come back to the debug. If anything goes wrong in our contract, in our model, this model will trigger out and it will display the notification error. Close this one, come back to the layout in which you will find our global component, the header, the layout and the sidebar. So you don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is properly aligned. Here we have the different menus which we are providing. So if you want to hide the video, you can hide it and you can simply do all of that. So let's close this one, and this is the entire component section we have. Now close this, come back to the config. There we have the Wing configuration for our wallet. So we have deployed this particular contract to Hostgate test network, but you can deploy to any blockchain. All you have to do is to provide the relevant details about the network in your environment variable, and every single thing would be working absolutely fine. Close this one, come back to the context. Here you will find that we have two different contexts. One is the chat context, which deals with the getting the responses from our AI agent, then it's going to format it properly and it's going to pass down into our AI model, and then we get the response, and that's what we're going to inject here. So this is the entire structure we have. Now we have the contract interaction. So we are interacting with a smart contract and for providing the subscription and storing the information about the wallet, whether it has taken the subscription or not. So this is the complete API of our contract. So once you will deploy the contract, you have to put your API right up here. You don't need to make any changes in the contract. Every single thing is looking fine. And this is all the function we have built for it. So just keep it as it is. Every single thing is dynamic. So close this one, come back to the pages, and it has multiple pages. So we have the app.js. This one is the global file where we are dealing with the context management, AI setups, and we are using with our Web3 wallet provider. So that's all we have here. You can see all the branding, color, and the positioning we have applied. So just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Close this one, come back to the generate.js, and here you will find the entire huge code we have coded. Again, you don't need to make any changes. Just keep it as it is. Looks absolutely fine. Then come back to the index file, and this is the home page we have, which looks absolutely great. So you don't need to make any changes. If you want to do any changes, you can simply do right up here in the white text, and here you will find all the details. Keep it as it is. We have the setting there. You can able to have all the details about the user account. Again, you don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic, and if you want to do the adjustment, you can do in the white text. Close this one, come back to the stats. This is the stat page. Again, just keep it as it is. Every single thing is dynamic. Then we have the subscription page. This one is also look fine. We have all the dynamic classes and the confirmation model, the error handling, that's all is there. So keep it as it is. Then we have the video. So in the video, we are using the two different models, OpenAI and Gemini. So you can easily able to tweak and do the adjustment, but we are focusing on the proper structuring and formatting of the prompt and passing into the AI agent. And currently in the free version, the video generation model is not available. So that's the thing you have to keep in mind. So that's why we are going with the default video and displaying with a proper AI format. So looks perfect. Close this one, come back here, close this one, come back to the public, in which you can put all the assets, including a logo which you want to attach, all the information like PDF, other images. You can keep it here and you can access that. Now come back to the server. There we are using two different AI models. So this is the Gemini. You will find that we are using this particular one, and here we have written all the code with the styling and the formatting, all the responses. That's all we have here. So you can simply play around with this and you can adjust based on your requirement, and you can provide other details. Then we have the OpenAI. You can find that we are using the public model. We are passing our API keys, and that's all we have here. So you don't need to do anything in here. You can simply do the tweak in the Gemini for adding. That will work absolutely fine. Now come back here, close this one, come back to the style, and this is our global CSS file. We have written a couple of custom classes to have our branding color with the animation model, and we are using the tailwind component, base component, and utility. Keep it as it is. Close this one, come back to the utils. You will find that this is the function which allow us to do the interaction, getting the proper query in the model, and that's how we are passing into. So we are doing a couple of formatting in the structure in terms of contract, and that's all we have here. So keep it as it is, don't worry about it. So close this one. Then we have this Web3 folder. There we are writing all the smart contract deployment and all the configuration for the blockchain. So when you will deploy the contract, this artifact will be generated automatically. So I'll simply delete that one. We have this contract in which you will find our entire ChatGPT or AI agent subscription model contract. So it's a huge contract, tons of feature we have, which you can have a look that how we are transferring the fund, and the fund will go straight away to the admin account. So this is the huge contract which we're going to deploy. Then close this one. We have the script which allow us to deploy the contract, and it's a global script. So all the configuration you have to do in the hardware config file and the environment variable, and it will automatically attach and take that particular network. So close this one. Come back to the .env file. There you will find that I'm going to deploy this particular contract to Hostly, but you can pick Binance, Ethereum, any other blockchain. You have to get your private key and the wallet address, and you must have some fun so you can able to deploy the contract, which we're going to get it together. So close this one. You can come back to the hard hat, and here you have to keep one thing in mind, that hard hat is compatible with Node 20. So you must have Node 20 in this particular directory, then you can able to install the packages and you can able to deploy the contract. Otherwise you will have an error. So make sure to install Node 20 in this particular directory. But in the front end we are using the latest Node version. I'll show you how you can do that. Close this one. Come back here in the environment variable for the front end, and here you have to put your details. So you have to put your project ID, from wallet connect, network configuration. So I have already done the configuration for host CLI, and that's where I'm going to deploy the contract. I have to get my API key, and you have to get your own API key. Here you have to put your contract address and the address of the admin, means the account which you will use for deploying the contract. And here you have to put your OpenAI key, and here you have to put your Gemini API key, which I will tell you how you can get it. So this is the environment variable for the front end. Close this one, come back to the get ignore, keep it as it is, don't need to worry about it. We have this jsconfig.json. This will allow us to have the compress and watcher model so it can run our application smoothly. So close this one, come back to the next config file, and we have done the configuration for our wallet, because recently it has changed from the ES model to export model. So we have to add a custom model right here to support the packages. So that's what I have done. Simply keep it as it is, don't make any changes. Then we can come back to the package.json file, and you will find that we are using the most stable version. So no matter when you are building, as long as you follow and use the exact version and follow this particular video till the end and do all the thing which I'm explaining you, it will work absolutely fine no matter when you are building. After 5 years, 10 years, it will work absolutely fine. So close this one, come back to the CSS, just keep it as it is, come back to the readme file. There you will find all the important details about this particular project. So the name, the images, and you will find all the details about the technology which we are utilizing, all the things which you can check. So if you want to get your OpenAI key, you can go back here. For Gemini, you can go back here. For RPC URL, go back here. So all the detail is already provided, which I will going to get it together. Just wait. Close this one, come back to the Tailwind CSS, and this is the custom Tailwind CSS we have added for our styling part, because we have a beautiful animation and all the effects we have. That's what we have here. So this is a complete source code of the project. I hope you have understood the complete architecture, that how we have built the smart contract and how we are simply connecting with the front end. Now, the first thing we have to do is to get our environment variable. So first I will come back here in the Web3 folder, and I have to get these environment variable. This one is very much. So first we have to get the RPC URL. So what we have to do, come back here, open up your browser, type ARNK and hit enter, and you have to come back here and click on the very first link. And this particular provider is really powerful. It's free to use, and make sure to create your account, verify your account, then you will have your dashboard, and then you can able to get your API key. So I'm already in the chain list, and here you will find all the network which is available. So I'll simply come back here, click on this Ethereum. I'll go back to the copy endpoint. I can go back to the test network, and I have the host CLI. I'll simply copy, and that's what I'm going to provide here. So this is the first thing I have to get, paste here. I'll do the same thing in my front end, because here I have to also provide the RPC URL, and you have to get your own API key, own URL, because this has a limited number of requests. So get your own, it's free to get. So we have got the RPC URL. Now let's close this one, and we have to get our wallet address and private key. So I'll simply click here, and I'm going to simply log in to my dashboard. So I'll simply say log into my MetaMask, I'll say, and hit enter, and you will find that I already have the host CLI network in my MetaMask. But in your case, if you don't have it, don't need to worry about it. I'll tell you how you can add it dynamically. So I'll simply come back here, and I'm going to use the account number 3. Account number 3 I'm going to use for deploying the contract, and I have enough funds. So I'll simply first copy the address. I'll come back here, and I'm going to paste the address here. I'll come back here, and I'm going to paste the address, because this is the address I'm going to use for deploying the contract. Now I have to get my private key. So you should not share your private key with anyone else, because you can see this 1, 2, 3 is my actual account, and I have some real fun in this and test fund. And the rest of the account, which you can see from account 4 to all the way 23, is my test account for local environment. So I cannot use my local wallet address for hard hat. I have to use my actual wallet address. So I have got this one. Now I have to get the private key for it. So I'll simply click here, click on this account details, and here I have this particular is loading. Just wait, click on this details, and I can click on this show private key. I have to give my password to get your private key, and you should not share with anyone else, otherwise they're going to withdraw all the fund, whether it's a test fund or the real fund. So I'll simply come back here and I'm going to provide my private key here. So let me quickly provide it, then I will get back. Finally, I provided my private key. Now all the variable is absolutely done, and if I come back here, I have done the configuration for hard hat and the hostly. So I'm going to deploy the contract to hostly, but if you are deploying to any other network, you can simply change the name here for that particular blockchain and give the RPC URL, and the same thing you have to do here, and here is hostly and change the name. So it will automatically get configured for that particular blockchain, and make sure to provide the exact RPC URL for that particular blockchain. Got it? So we got all of this information in our web3 folder. I'll simply close this one. I'll open my terminal. Right now you can see I'm on the main directory. I have to get into this particular directory because in this directory I have to use a 20 node version. So if I check my node version in my main directory, you will find that I have the latest one, and this latest one is absolutely fine for the front end, and that's what I'm going to use it. But in this I'm going to use the 20. So I'll simply type cd web3. I'm in this particular directory, and if I check my node version in the web3 folder, I have the latest one. Now I have to simply downgrade my node version. So I'll simply type nvm use 20. And if you don't know what NVM is, NVM stands for Node Version Manager. So you can simply watch this video. I have explained that how you can install NVM in your operating system, so you can easily able to control the node version. So I have the required node version in this particular directory web3. Now I have to do the installation. So I'll simply type npm I, hit enter, and it's going to do the installation of the packages. So this will take a little bit time depending on your internet speed and your system configuration and system fastness. So just wait. Finally, I'm done with the installation. I'm getting a couple of warning and vulnerabilities. Simply ignore that because we are using the combination of old and new packages for better stability. So simply ignore that and don't run any one of these commands. Otherwise, it's going to change the package version and it will fail the deployment process. So let's clear the terminal. And now we have to simply deploy our contract. So we have already provided all the details about the wallet and the RPC URL. I'll come back here and I'm going to execute this command, hostly. So I'm in the same directory. You can see now I'll type npm run and give the deploy script, hit enter, and it's going to simply deploy the contract to hostly test network. So you can see, just wait. This might take a little bit time depending that what time you are doing the transaction. Sometime it will happen quickly, sometime it will take a little bit time. So you can see it compiled our contract successfully, and we got the artifact in which we have the API of our contract, which we can simply copy and paste in our project. So we got it. You can see this is the wallet address I'm using, this much fund I have in my wallet, and now it's deploying our smart contract. So just give some time. And finally the contract is deployed successfully, and we got the address. This is the owner address and this is the contract address. So I'll simply copy this one and I'm going to minimize this one. Come back here and I got my contract address. So we got the contract address and the owner address. Looks fine. Perfect. Now we can come back to the web3. I'll simply close this one and you will find the API of our contract is here. This is the entire API. So I can simply come back here. I can simply copy. If you make any changes in the contract, then you have to simply put the updated API. So the contract which I have written, just keep it as it, don't need to make any changes. Simply copy, and now you can come back here in the context, not here, context, go back to the contract, and there you will find the API we have. So this is the API. You can simply paste the API and we got it. So this is how you can replace your API, and the rest of the thing would be dynamic. So close this one, close this one. Now we can come back to the front end environment variable. We got this. Now we have to get the wallet project, wallet connect. So I'll simply copy this particular URL which I have already given. Now you can come back here, open a new tab, and you can simply give paste here, hit enter. So make sure to create your account and verify your account. Once you will do that, you will have an option called dashboard. Click here and it will take you to dashboard, and then you will find all the project which you have created. So you can click here and you will find all the project which I have created. So to create a new project, you can go with the existing project or you can go with a new project. So you can simply go with a new project. So I'll create on this create team and I can give the name. So I'd say let's call chat, and I want to say let's call this one. Click on this continue. Now I have to pick the framework, so I'll go with this, pick this one. I'll click on other, click on this create, and it's going to create the project for you. You got the project. Now you can create here and you have to select. So I'll go with this one, AppKit. Let's call the whatever name you want to give. So for example, I will go with the blockchain coder and click on this create, and it's going to create the repository for you, and you will get your different framework and the project ID. So I'll simply select this one, and that's the ID which I have to provide. So I'll provide it. So I got my ID, looks perfect. I got all of this detail. Now I have to get my OpenAI key, or I have to get my Gemini key. So I'll simply get the Gemini key first. So I'll simply click here, close this one, come back here and paste here, hit enter, and you will come back to the Gemini dashboards. So this is the URL we'll take here. So make sure to create your account in Google AI Studio and you will have the similar interface. You will find that this is the API key which I have already created. So if you don't have it, you can create a new one. So I'll simply delete this old one and it will be deleted. This is the deleted one. Now I can click on this create new one and it's going to create. I can give the name. So I'll say you can come back here and I can create a new one. So I'll simply click here and it will be generated. I click on this create API key or an existing one. So it's going to generate the API key for you. You can simply copy that one and that's what you can simply paste here. You should not share this one. This is my free account and that's why I'm showing you. So you should always hide your API key. Got it? Now I have to get my OpenAI key. So I'll simply copy this particular URL. I'll come back here, close this one, open it up, paste here, hit enter. Make sure to create your account on OpenAI and you will find that I have already created my API key and currently OpenAI is not giving you free credit, so you have to buy a little bit credit. So this is my actual account, so make sure you should buy a little bit credit for $2 to $3 or $5. So I'll go to create a new key. I'll simply delete here and I have deleted. Now I create a new key and I call this AI chat. Click on this create and it's going to create an API key for you. So make sure you should buy or $2 to $3 or $5 credit and you will have a, that's enough for doing all the testing and building these applications. I'll simply copy it. Once I copy, now I'll simply come back here and I'm going to paste it. So finally I pasted my OpenAI key. Now we got all the environment variables and I want to show you one more thing. So come back here, let's close this one. And some of you might not have enough fund in your wallet. So you can see right now I have 15 test faucet, which is enough for me for doing all the testing. So if you don't have it, you can simply copy your wallet address. Now you can come back here, type Google Cloud Web3 faucet and this will give you free faucet which is enough for you to do the testing. So I'll simply come back here one more time and here I have this option, Web3 faucet. So you will come back here, you can come and you can select the network. So we are on Hostly, so you will get 1 ETH Hostly, paste the address and you can make call once in only 24 hours. So let's click on this and it's going to transfer 1 ETH to your wallet. So if I show you at the moment, right now I have 15, but this will go up to 16 once the transaction will complete. So just wait, let me get the confirmation right up here. In this way, you can able to get the fund which you can use for deploying the contract and performing all the transactions. So here the transaction is happening, just a moment. And finally the transaction is completed. You can see that. Now what I will do, I'll simply open it one more time and you will see the fund will reflect here. It's went up to 16. So that's how you can get the fund. So we are done with all the environment variable. I hope you guys have followed me that how we have got the environment variable. Now we have to install our packages, the front-end packages. This front-end package. So I'll simply come back here, open up my terminal, and right now you can see I'm in this particular directory. So I'll simply delete this one, and I'm going to open one more time, and I'm on the main directory. Now I have to simply do the installation of the package. So if I show you my node version, I'm using the latest one. Now I'll simply type npm I and hit enter. It's going to do the installation of the packages. Once we're done with the installation, we are ready to test our application. So just wait, give some time. And finally the installation got started. Just wait, it will complete soon. We are getting a couple of warning, depreciated. Simply ignore that one. We are using the combination of old and new packages to have a better stability. So just focus on this. And finally we are done with the installation. You can see we are getting a couple of warnings. Simply ignore that. Now clear your terminal. And now we are ready to start our application. Simply come back here and here we can see this is the command we have to execute. Type npm run dev, hit enter, and it's going to start our application on localhost 3000. So here it got started. You can simply copy this URL. Now it's ready. We got our node modules in which you will have every single thing. We have the next, which is the compiler. Now I'm going to simply minimize this one. You can simply minimize it from here or you can do it from here. Don't delete it. Okay, so let's minimize it. Now we can come back to the browser, open a new tab, paste the URL and hit enter, and you will find our application is getting started. This might take a little bit time, so just wait. Now we are getting this pre-messages, so I'll simply come back here and do the inspect element, and I'm going to clear all the history which I have stored. So you can simply click here, go back to the applications. There you will have the option to clear the history. So I can go back to my local storage, go back to the storage, click on this clear site data, and it's going to remove all the data from our site and it's going to delete it. So right now it's empty. Now you can give a reload and you will find that this data is gone. It's no longer available in our local storage. So just a moment. Finally we got out of this particular application. Now if I really want to connect, I'll simply click on this. It will have this option, click on this MetaMask, and it's going to trigger MetaMask and I would be connected perfectly. Right now you can say that if I want to use our AI model, I have to take the subscription. So I'll simply click here and I can click here. You will find that I have the 16 and this is the account which I have used for deploying. Now I'm going to take the subscription. So I'll go with the monthly plan. So I'm going to pick this one instead of going with the 1 month. So let's come back here. I'll select this, double click it. Now you can come back here and click on this. You will get the notification. Let's click one more time. So it will pass down our request to our model into a perfect formatted action. You can see it's went up. Now we have the pop-up model. You can see this much money we are paying. It will go to the admin, which is the account number 3. So here we are confirming the transaction. You can click here and you will find the transaction in the process. Once the transaction will complete, you will have the access. So we have confirmed the transaction. Now click on this reload and you will find our application. We got it. I got the subscription active. Now I'm ready to have the communication with the AI model. So I'll simply click on this new chat and this will take me right up here. It has visibility. Now I can ask my question and you can ask any question. I hope you have got the point that how you can ask that. You can ask your question and it's going to give you all the demo. You can come back to the AI and click on this AI and from here you can give your prompt. So let's come back here. I'll say flying dog. You can give as brief as you can and the rest of the default I will go because it is what we recommend, but you can pick the different trial. So just wait. We are making the request to our AI model and it's going to give us the response and the image will be generated. So finally our AI agent took the prompt, formatted in a particular format and passed down to our AI agent. So it generated this particular image. It looks absolutely fine. Perfect. So this looks absolutely great. I hope you have understood that how every single thing would be working. Now if you come back to the AI video, we cannot use this one because we don't have the pro version. So this is how you can use it and test it. We already tested all the feature. Every single thing is looking good. You can come back here and you can go back to the different account. So if I go back to my account number, let's say 3, I can go back to account number, let's say 2, and you will find that right now this account doesn't have the subscription. So I can simply come back here and it has enough fund to take the subscription. So if I give a reload, you will find that I cannot use the application and it's inactive. So I have to take the subscription. I can come back here and I can simply buy the subscription. I can go with the year, I can go with a monthly plan. So I'll simply select this one and I can come back here and I can simply perform the action. Let's click it one more time and it's going to open the pop-up model and I'm paying the transaction fee. This fee will go straight away to the admin, which is account number 3. So let's click on this confirm and here we are confirming the transaction and you can come back here, click on this. You will find the transaction is in the process. Finally, once it will complete, you will have the access in the application to the AI model. Now we got the confirmation. Now you can simply give a quick reload. So the state will be changed and you can start using the AI model and perform all the transaction. Looks good. Now you can come back to the AI section and you can ask, this one is visible. So this is how every single thing would be working. I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included, how you have to do the entire setup. So once we'll get the final source code, what are the things we are providing. Every single thing is dynamic. All you have to do is to provide the environment variable, deploy the way I have explained, and every single thing would be working fine. Make sure to come back to the blockchain coder. If you want to take the final source code, you can take it. And if you really want to master complete blockchain development and learn how to build this kind of decentralized DApp with smart contract front end, then make sure to check this particular course. It will teach you every single thing which you have to know about the blockchain DApp development. So you can able to build any type of application. You can able to understand how decentralized app work, how APIs work, how blockchain work, how environment you need to build. Every single thing you will understand. So make sure to watch this video. So that's the only thing I want to cover in this video. I hope you have understood that how powerful this application is and how every single thing is going to be work. So with that, I'm ending this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.